Hello everybody, today is Sunday the 9th of October. I am very tired and I decided I make an apple. Eine Öpfeldünnä. It has many words. In Switzerland it's also called Öpfelweihe, Öpfeldünnä. It depends on which canton you are. It's like an Öpfeldünnä. I will show you what it is in the end and then you can tell me how you would call that thingy. I would always go with pie, but it's not covered. And it's maybe like a tart, not a quiche. So, I need apples, I need eggs, milk, vanilla, sugar, and Blätterteig, Milchfeu. I don't know the word for that either. So I'm starting with peeling, no, not peeling, just chopping up some apples. So I got 2 doughs and I just put it over the baking sheet tray and pushed in the seam a bit. And now I need to make a lot of air holes so it doesn't bubble. And also I just go all around. I need both hands for that. I'm just doing a quick filming and not really showing you properly because I don't really feel like it. I just push it over like that and make a thingy around. Now it looks like this. It does not look pretty, and here I had a little less dough and here I had a lot of dough. I could have cut some off there and put it there, but I really didn't want to. And I haven't done this for a long time, so I'm taking a little sugar and just sprinkle it on the ground thingy, the base. I used to do that at home when I was living with my family. When we had apples that weren't so good anymore, somebody had to make that. And that was mostly me. Also salad dressing. Had salad dressing duty. And I saw a hair somewhere there. Okay. And we did not have sugar on the thingy. We were living with Weight Watchers. My mom was in the Weight Watchers and that was a bit restrictive. So, and now I just cut the apples. At home we just cut them in slices, but I wanna make smaller pieces and I just throw them on as I go. The pro for doing it with just smaller cut apples, you don't have to make nice rows. You can just throw it on. So those are 6 apples, and now I have 6 eggs in here. I do not remember how many I used to take. But sometimes we're more, sometimes less, so yeah. Also, I don't remember how much milk. I just go for a lighter yellow color when I add the milk, and also add those. So this is the color before the milk. This is after adding the milk, and I just went for double the same amount of milk as I had volume-wise in here. And I've added the vanilla sugars, which we didn't do at home either. I don't know if it was too much. And now I just pour it over. And that was alright. And now I saw that there's no apple. So maybe I should move the apples a bit too. Okay. And Blätterteig needs a bit hotter oven, so 200 or something, for about 40 minutes. And then that's done. Öpfeldünnä. You can also do that with other fruit. And that thing that I'm baking is a good example for the different dialects. We also make that with onions, which is called Öpfeldünnä in Schaffhauser, Swiss German. And in Zurich, it's called Zwiebelweihe. So if I go there and ask for a Öpfeldünnä, they don't know what I want. But they have the same stuff there. Yeah. I don't know if you remember this story I told you in German and English, just to sum it up very quickly in case you wondered how it ended. They were about to meet the other animal. I don't even know which one it was, a penguin. And it turned out those 3 animals were a group, a clique. I don't know, just a little friend group, because they're the only one in that zoo or that barn thingy that were unique. There's only one of each of those, and that's why they are friends. And then they just are very happy and celebrate each other, and that's the story. I think they're called the Cuddle Group. Yeah, so that's that's the story, because I'm not gonna finish it and I don't want to read up on it. So waiting for my Öpfeldünnä. It's about a few minutes left, 10 minutes maybe, and then it should be good. It smells lovely, like a Bratapfel, like when you roast an apple over a fire or in the oven. I think in Germany they do that a lot, or maybe you know Pippi Longstockings. I think she does that in her oven in the kitchen. She has an oven where she can open the door and roast it in the fire, the apple. It's delicious, but you need to pay attention not to burn your mouth. And here's Mutsinda. She wants to go outside, but then when she can go outside, she realizes it's way too cold and wet, and she doesn't want to go outside. But I want to see. Hi. No, I've been coloring a bit, not much, because on Instagram somebody asked me if I want to trade a Happy Mail, and I said yes, why not? And so I'm preparing a Happy Mail with Hello Bluebird stamps, which I haven't used a lot. Other than that, yesterday I did all my pricing. All my items are priced, labeled, and just over there. I am recuperating from the card making frenzy. Also still from the trip to Basel. I had very bad backaches this week. I even went to my sister on Friday. She has a massage chair thingy. It's quite special with infrared, with some light warmth, something. I don't know. My mom used to have that for her back, and Tanya has it for a while. So I went there to make it better. It got a bit better. And I do think it is still the consequences from going to Basel and doing too much on that day. Also, my eyes were quite iffy since then, because it was very bright. And all on Thursday, I had to wear my sunglasses in the morning and also late at night in the evening when I was watching TV, because all light was too bright. It gets better. But that is something I can tell the other doctor, which is on the 11th of November. It's a Friday. And he is for physical stuff. And maybe I can tell him the things about my ailments I had after the appointment in Basel. That was too much. And I don't know if I said that, but the doctor, it's a psychologist or psychopath. Sorry. That popped in my head, or psychiatrist, and he said he agrees with the writings he has from my doctor, and he sees it the same way, that I am not one who is faking it, who's at home on the couch and doesn't want to work, but he saw my my hurt in the thing, my Leidensdruck, my suffering in the situation, that I don't have things I would like to have, like social contact or being able to clean my flat or things. And he saw that, and he told me what he's going to write in his thingy, and I'm very glad about that, because the last one had it was not the right thing that he wrote, and led to a lot of trouble for me. So I'm very happy about this one. So should get a good report. Yeah. So that is that. It just switched off. I just checked the time. In 4 minutes, my Öpfeldünnä timer should be beeping. And then I'll have some Öpfeldünnä. It's already 10 to 8. So, here we go. Smells a bit burnt, but I hope that's just the paper. So take it out. Et voila, Öpfeldünnä. It's steaming. Does that register? A bit. And here, I guess, is a bubble underneath with the dough. I think when I cut it here, it goes down a bit. Yeah, I'll take this slice, and this is how we cut the thing. So we make those triangles, just all points towards the middle. So So this is my yeah. So en goede means bon appetit. Today is Thursday, the 13th of October. Here's my and I thought about my neighbor's birthday is on Saturday. The downstairs neighbor, she turns 85 or 86, and I bought her a flower bouquet yesterday, also one in a pot, in a planter thingy. And I am working on a card. It's very hard to do that. I'm kind of, I don't know, ran out of things. So I got something over there prepared, and I want to color those and make a nice background, and then hopefully finish that until Saturday. And I thought I might do the coloring on camera a bit. Yeah, and then I cut it out with a Brothers Scan and Cut, which also sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, and it would be quicker by hand. But I took the thicker paper, Nina Solar White. It's a good paper in the crafting circles. I rarely use it, and it's harder to cut out. So that's that. I use Copics, the YR 15, 16 and 07. And this is very annoying to watch because my hand is always in the way. So I did not do that very well. You can still see what I color first or how I do the shadow things. But it might be a bit annoying. Next time I will try to do that better. Pretty angry. So it does not work with the coloring. You've seen I went over the lines a lot, and that makes me angry. And then I tried to fix it with this, because that's what you do. You take a white gel pen and go over the things. But I might have the wrong gel pen, because you always see it through the white, so it's very annoying. And actually I can do other things, but when I try to make a card it goes like that. I get very angry, and I guess I'm not supposed to make a card right now. But I want to finish this card because her birthday is on Saturday. I want to make her a card. Cannot be that hard. Well, that's not true. It's very hard to make that, but I still want to make it. And here I can show you what I mean. Over here, I've just went over it again with white. You can still see it, and there too. So going over with that one is not really helping. So it got a bit better without filming it, and I have actually finished this page, and I'm going to the machine and try to cut that out. I do have that over here. Oh, here's Martina. Okay, she's never in here, and I'm disturbing her again. Hi, hi Maur. How's your finey? So I have put this one on those are on rolls, and I can just push it there and get it out. Also put this over it because my cats tend to sit on top, and in case they vomit over it, it's protected. Because with cats you have to protect stuff at any height, different than dogs. And I have put the thingy on the mat, which is not a sticky anymore. That's alright, I just stick it down with sticky tape, stickers, whatever. And now home. Okay. And this is always confusing because I think this is the top because it's so big, but I have to look for this little arrow. This is on top. And for the first time I did it the right way. So to scan directly, cut directly from the machine. And now it is on black colors. And I have to put the mat in actually. Sometimes I take color, it should scan for colors, but I hope it will find the borders, the black borders. So you could switch that here to color or black and gray stuff. And now I push start and it starts scanning. And I have a toolbox under here and I can sit here to do the next step, which always takes a long time. And I bend over to do that and then I get a backache and I get annoyed. So I try to do that. Like this. And I just pulled this one closer. So now it has scanned it. I push OK. And now I need to, you see all the cut lines? I need to make this smaller so I don't have to delete all of it. Like that. Always does a little something. Oop. Like this. And you up a bit more. Okay, I'll try that. It doesn't look too bad. And I have a pen under here. I reach it. So, a little stylus. Okay, so it looks quite good. Then I go, okay. I can also push it with my finger. Didn't know. And I go to work on it. Because I want to check how it really looks. And now it chooses a thingy and I don't want that, so I push delete. Okay, and then it goes to the next. And this takes quite a while, so that's why I sit down. And sometimes it really doesn't see, or it cuts everything apart, and that's very annoying. Oh, was it just a bee? So that was very quick. This is the quickest scan I've ever done. I can also go here on the loop and then I can see it bigger. And you see the cut line. It looks awesome. Okay, and now I go and okay. I go to this. This is how much I want the line to be cut around the line. This didn't make sense. So I go plus 1 millimeter. Shot. That's a pity. Because the squirrel, when I go with 0, it goes right against the tail. It cuts it out. When I do plus, it does not do that. Which is a bit short. What are... Yeah, okay, those are alright. Maybe I cut something out then by hand. Does it interfere anywhere? Like with the mouse there. Wondering about that part. The mouse and the kite. Looks alright, so I go to okay. Okay. Oh no. And now I need to choose the tool, which is cutting. And now, cool thing about this machine, it's very quiet. Start. And it measures the thickness of the paper by itself and goes over it twice or something if it needs to. So here it measures the pressure or something. And this is the cutting. I don't know if you remember the cricket videos, but the cricket is so loud. This is so quiet. So this is, it's not an advertisement, but I would say buy this thing, it's cool. Recommendation, it's called a recommendation. So here they're all cut out. I think it went through twice because it's a thick paper. And I will go with my craft knife and take that part out. It's a bit of pity that it doesn't do that because it would still be something. Ah, no, I cannot do that. It can only do closed shapes. It cannot do something inside another shape. That's a pity, but on that is awesome. And look at the kite thingy. Wow. And the beads. Okay, cool. And now I can take it out. book. Ta-da! And here's my pile of critters. And here is the card I've prepared so far. I did that last night. And when you open it, you have a happy birthday popping up. It's quite hard to do that. It is a die and I just bent it here, but you cannot see that. Okay, and then I have a white panel. I'm going to have a nice blue sky and lawn borders. And the blue sky I do with distress oxides. The lawn I will cut out, and then I decide which critters are going onto it. And then it's finished. And in case I mentioned dragon, we call that a dragon, not a kite. So, ein Drache. And in here, the paper didn't take the color, so I just made some white dots to make it a nice marking around it. And it is super cool paper. It does go better, the coloring on this one. So, and I have an old box of some kind, sweets box. Zeltli, we call it Zeltli in Schaffhausen. Like when you have a cold, you take something to suck on. I don't know the word in English. It's not sweets per se. It's that specific thingy, and that has many different words in German. And in Schaffhausen we call it Zeltli, and a Zeltli could also be the small form of a tent. So a tent is ein Zelt, and Li in Switzerland means a small thing of something. You can make a table small when you say Tisch, Tischli, or chair, Stuhl, Stühli, and then it's small. And in Wallis they say Hüstebünschki, and others it would be a bonbon in French. And Zeltli, I don't know any other words, but there are other words for that. But I like the word Hüstebünschki. That's especially a Zeltli for against cough, because Huste means cough or coughing, and Bünschki would be the Zeltli. Now take a little break, and I made 2 toasts, one with raspberry jam and one with strawberry jam. Because I bought all the jams that were for sale somehow. I still got 3 other ones to go, and I need to eat jam. And this is the American toast, which I love. For one thing, it's a bit bigger than ours, and it's really good with the seeds it has in there. I don't know if you can see that. Really helps with things. Good for the digestion. Here I'm preparing for the distress oxide inking. I got 3 colors picked out. One is salvaged patina, and here you see my storage system for those little sponges. Next one is peacock feathers, and then I also have the uncharted mariner. And those are kind of turquoisey blues. I love them. They're very pretty. Then I picked out a stencil with hearts and little distress inks. I like to do the stencil with the inks because the edges get crisper, get sharper than with the distress oxides. So I picked 2 colors. They're not the same or not entirely the same because I want them to be a bit darker, otherwise you don't see them. So I took the peacock feathers for going over the salvaged patina, and then stormy sky to have it a bit darker than the uncharted mariner, because I didn't have a darker turquoise. And here you see I have cut out 2 grassy borders, and I will use the Distress ink in the color Lucky Clover to just make the edges a bit darker, because it gives it a bit definition. You see the different layers better. And the color of the grass is so lovely. It's a new paper I have. It's called Smaragdgrün. I don't know if smaragd is the same word. It's called emerald, and I love that color. So the whole color would be called emerald green, because grün means green, and also we don't say smaragd, we say smaragd with another R. And the hard thing to color those grassy borders is to not bend those different grassy things. Have to be very careful with that blending tool. I guess a brush would work better, but my brushes some are not working anymore, and I would like to have one for each color. And as I don't have them, I don't use even those I have. It doesn't make sense, but that's just how I work with that. And here's the flower bouquet thing I want to gift from Weber. There's a hedgehog in there, and they packed it for me, wrapped it, and yeah. So So didn't think I would finish that card today, but I did. And I guess I told you a bit about it on the voiceover, which I haven't done yet. I will do that later, do the editing, a little bit of inserting words in German or English where I had been missing them, and explaining more about the crafting stuff, but you will have heard that by now already. So thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one.